Alright, how you guys doing? For this problem, we're going to take a look at application problems for conics with parabolas again. This is going to be our second example. So remember, parabolas could come in one of a couple of shapes when we're working with these generally. One is like this, and the other option that the parabola could take would be something like that. So those are the two possibilities for our shapes. Now, let's take a look at our second example. So for this example, we have a bridge being built in the shape of a parabolic arch, and it is to have a span of 100 feet. The height of the arch, 40 feet from the center of the bridge, is to be 10 feet. How high should the arch be at the center of the bridge? So let's just do kind of a general sketch and put some stuff together before we actually formalize a little bit more. So first thing we do, so we're going to have picture here, and I know that I always want to kind of keep it centered. Now the top of the arch, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how high that is, but I do know that from one end to the other, and that whole distance is going to be 100 from one side to the other side, because it says it's got a span. Now the height of the arch, 40 feet from the center, is 10 feet. So 40 feet, 10 feet high, that's going to be right here. How high should the arch be? So the part that I'm really trying to get at is this piece right here. I want the height. Now, of course, my x-coordinate's 0. I just don't know the y-coordinate. So that's the guy I'm trying to find right there. So once we've got that general idea, let's kind of put it together a little bit more formally. So of course, first thing that we'll do is put down our information. Now usually we need 2 points to go ahead and kind of get started with it. So if I take a look at where the parabola, where my parabolic arch intersects the ground, well, that's just going to have the point be to have the coordinates 50, 0. Well, now I can take a look at the 40, 10 part and the 50, 0 part, and I can use that to then work with what I know about parabolas to come up with a problem here. Now, where's the 50 come from? Because a lot of people are like, oh, where'd that number come from? If the entire length of the span of my arch is 100, then that means from the center to right here, all of that is just going to have a length of 50. So that's where that number 50 comes from. Now, when I take a look at this, first thing, so we're going to find this A value, and we're going to do that by going through and doing our algebra. We'll find one A value using the 40, 10 coordinates, and we'll find another A value using the 50, 0 coordinate. So go ahead and hit pause and copy down this information now. All right, welcome back. Well, I don't know, what's that allow us to do? Well, I'm glad you asked. If both of these are set equal to A, well, then that means, duh, we can set them to each other and make them equal. So now that's going to give me this equation. 40 squared over negative 4 times 10 minus k equals 50 squared over 4k. Now this again is a proportion, so we just have to take our time, do our algebra and our arithmetic correctly, and you guys will be fine with this. So there we are. We just do a little distribution in the denominator on the left-hand side. Now when we cross multiply, we end up with this step. Now when we distribute the 50 squared through, whoa, we get a big old whopping number. And this is where you have to be careful, because you get negative 100,000 plus 1,000k equals, and then 40 squared times 4k just gives you 6,400k. Now from here, we're just going to solve this thing for k, right? So negative 100,000 equals negative 3,600k. And when we do our division, we get about 27.7 for the value of k. Now remember, k, that's going to be, in my picture, that's the part I'm trying to find, is the y-coordinate of that. But I'm not done yet, because I'm never done by just getting a number for an answer. Because what's the last thing you have to do after you get that number? Oh, that's right. Write your answer in a complete sentence with units. So our final answer would be the arch should be about 27.7 feet high at the center of the bridge. So that's it for example 2. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Peace out.